Hi viewers, today I am going to take the topic comparison of electromotive force of two cells by using potentiometer instrument. I welcome you all to my 5Sky channel. Please like, share and subscribe our channel to your friends. And this is our channel ID, kindly note it down. Let's see the concept. Here, this potentiometer, these are all the devices we connect to make the potentiometer experiment. So here a wooden box, here you can see the wooden box, and the meter scale is used to read the values, and to the battery we are connecting, and two electromotive cell EMF, the cell which we going to measure the potential of these cell and comparing the potential of these cell we are taking here, and we are taking one galvanometer and ammeter. And another one thing is here we are going to take the rheostat and two-way key and one-way key and the variable resistor, and one more jacky. Here this is a jacky is connected along with the galvanometer and rheostat settings. This is the circuit diagram of potentiometer to compare the electromotive force of two cells. So what is this experiment? So this is the primary connection and this is the secondary connection. So what are all the connections make the primary circuit? So here this is point A and point B. This is nothing but it has a copper stripe which is mounted on the wooden box. This point is represented by A and B. Along this, between these points, a conducting wire is connecting. So this conducting wire observing some potential and it produces some current, and here because of connecting the battery, so here the battery is connecting to the point A and the positive potential of the battery is connected to the terminal A and the negative potential is connected to the key, and the second terminal of the key, the next terminal of the key is connected to the bottom part of rheostat, and the up part of rheostat is connected to point B. So this connection make the potentiometer primary circuit. So from the point A, this is DP-DT switch. From this DP-DT switch, we have 2 points C and D. These 2 points above you can see the electromotive cell whose electromotive force only we going to comparing. So the first electromotive cell is represented by Xi1. So Xi1, the positive potential of Xi1 is connected to the DP-DT switch point C1, and the negative potential of the cell is connected to the DP-DT cell D1 point, and the epsilon 2, that means Xi2, the potential, the positive potential of this cell is connected to the DP-DT switch point C2, and the negative potential is connected to D2 on this DP-DT switch. So here we are and along with this DP-DT switch we are connecting jacky. This jacky is also connected the two devices, one is galvanometer and another one is the high resistance. So these are all the circuits make the potentiometer secondary circuit. So here we going to compare the electromotive force of two cells of this circuit. The connections are made as shown in the figure in your laboratory. After we can start to measure the reading by using the jacky. The jacky, we just adjust the jacky on the conducting wire. At one particular point, you can see the null deflection which is indicated on the galvanometer box. So those null deflection when you can see, that is the reading point which we want to note it down in the tabular column. And here the potentiometer wire, that is here I am taking the potentiometer wire, a CD is connected to the battery and a key series. Key, here I represented the key symbol as K. So here the wire is connected to the key K. This is the primary circuit. And the end of the C of the wire is connected to the DP/DT switch. That means DP/DT is nothing but the double pole double throw. So in this double pole double throw, we can use two key one time and the other opposite side key we are using in next time. Then the current is flow to the first cell, and when we change the keys the next time, that time the flow of current is produced from the cell E2. So from this double pole double throw key, we can select either opposite side of the keys in this double pole double throw switch. In the other terminal N is connected to the jacky. The jacky also connected through the galvanometer and high resistor IR. Then the cell whose EMF going to calculated to compare or connected across the terminal M1 and M2 N2 on the DP/DT switch. So after make this connection, after we start this, after we supply the electromotive force, after we supply the potential to the conducting wire, what is the electromotive force of the cell? The electromotive of the cell is equal to the product of current. This I is the current which is passing through the potentiometer, that means a cell, and which is the product of, we know that the electromotive force is nothing but the product of current and the internal resistor. So V is equal to IR. Here the current is produced by the potentiometer is V, and the current is flow through the potentiometer also V, I. Here instead of R we are substituting R into L, because in this battery, the battery also has some chemical. This chemical has some internal resistance. When the current is flow through this resistor inside the battery, this is high potential and low potential. Here, due to this atoms and molecules of this resistance of this material, when the electrons are flowing inside it, there is some collision is taken place. So due to this collision, the current passes through the circuit is reduced. So this is the internal resistance. So the internal resistance of the electromotive force R is equal to product of R into L. The DP/DT switch is pressed towards M1 and N2, so that is included in the secondary circuit. So when we press the M1 M2 key and remove the M2 N2 key, so that the cell is included to the secondary circuit which we already connected to the potentiometer, and the balance length. So here we are going to adjust the jacky. Here we adjust the jacky on the conducting wire. At particular point, the jacky is just indicated the zero deflection on the galvanometer. So those value we just note it down, and from this reading value you make some tabular column on it. Let R be the resistance per unit length. So we know that what is resistance R. So R is nothing but the resistance per unit length. So the potentiometer wire has the length L and I be the current flowing through the wire. So when we connect from the DP/DT switch, when the DP/DT switch connected M1 N1, then the electromotive force is IRL1, and when we are connecting, make the connection of DP/DT switch, the opposite side, the electromotive force of the second cell is the product of current and RL2. So here the current flow inside the potential cell, and RL2 is nothing but the internal resistance of the cell. So here we are going to compare the cell. So when we compare this comparing the second cell to the first cell. After that, instead of this E1 we are substituting I or L1, and for that E2 Xi2 we are substituting the value I or L2. So here you can cancel these two things, then the remaining value become L1 by L2. So when we comparing the two cell or two battery by using the potentiometer is equal to the length of the ratio of the length L1 and L2. What is L1? L1 is nothing but, in this potentiometer, in this wire AB, we are placing a jacky here. So when you put the jacky at any particular point, specific point, there is some null deflection is indicated on this galvanometer. So the distance between the point A and J is L1, and the remaining point is nothing but L2. The L2 you can measure from the equation. Here you can see the total length of the wire is 100 centimeter or 1 meter. So the total length minus, already we have measured that value L1. When we subtract these two values, you can get the length of the second. So the ratio of the L1 and L2 gives the comparison of electromotive cell by using the potentiometer. The secondary cell included to the circuit and the balancing length is determined. Thank you for watching, viewers, and please subscribe our channel. Thank you.